Founded more than a decade ago, the Gateway Area Community Center in Clinton has been a respite for kids and teens, providing them with positive activities and opportunities, helping them steer clear of trouble. Joining me now is Frankie Landa and George Landa Rodriguez. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I'm really excited to talk with you today, so thank you for making the trip from Clinton and joining us. Now, George, you're the founder and executive director of the Gateway Area Community Center. So give us a little bit of a history, a little bit of a backstory. It's actually been around for more than a decade now.
It has. It was founded in 2012. We were established since 2013. The need for it in our community was high. There was a lot of kids that unfortunately lost their lives to suicide, and family-oriented activities for low-income families were non-existent. So we're kind of the people that if there's a need, we're going to fill it. You know, we didn't want to just stand behind and not help. So.
Amazing. So talk a little bit about your mission as it stands right now, and you know what you set out to do every single day with Gateway.
Day in, day out, it's the same mission. It's pretty simple stuff. It's to give the kids a home away from home, somewhere they can feel safe and prepare for whatever the next chapter in their lives are. So it's after-school programming. It's a lot of engaging them one-on-one, things that they don't usually get. A lot of these kids come from single-family units, and it doesn't help the situation any, you know, so.
Yeah, so some mentoring and things like that.
Exactly,
That's
exactly.
great.
To grab them young and we change them, give them a purpose, you change their outcome forever.
Yeah.
Everything that they learn from every program, as simple as it is, a food pantry to a gaming area, it gives them a sense of belonging, a purpose, and it veers them the right direction in life.
Yeah, that's great. Frankie, so has that been your experience? I mean, how long have you been, you know, part of the community center?
As long as I can remember. It's always been since we were really young. It's always what he said, what he wanted to do, and then he made it into a reality.
Wow, that's amazing.
He doesn't remember it, but it's as young as 4 years old.
As young as 4 years old, you've been hanging out there. Yeah, so let's go over a little of the different programming things that you have going on there. I know things have obviously ebbed and flowed over the years, but you have a lot to offer. So you do a food pantry, which is something that you already mentioned. So, and that's once a week?
It's actually, we do it Monday through Friday for any agency in town, including DHS.
Oh, wow.
If there's a church in town that has a family in need, they contact us as well. But with a referral emergency food box, they just let us know what size the family is. It stays pretty, you know, pretty neutral as far as the information going back and forth. It's just, we just want to help and make sure that we provide enough. And then specifically on Thursdays, we do what we call our Healthy Clinton Initiative. And we have wonderful volunteers that comes down to the river bend, pick up an order for us. And as soon as we unload the truck, we post on our social media. Most people do follow us. If not, I tell them give or take about noon.
Okay.
But anything that comes in on that truck, we prepare, get it ready as soon as we can, and people just start showing up.
People start showing up. That's amazing. So you get a lot of those donations from Riverbend.
We purchase the food from the Riverbend.
You do, okay.
We run mainly off of private donations.
Wow, okay.
So, which is kind of why we're here.
Yeah.
We appreciate the opportunity, but it takes, honestly, it's the root of all evil, but it takes a lot of money to do what we do. We do some good with it as well. So
yeah.
Private donations are our bread and butter. You know, it's the way we keep people fed in town.
So people can donate directly to you.
They can. They can find us at gacciowa.org. And specifically for the boxing program, which are kind of my unsung heroes, we travel nationwide, coast to coast. Wherever there's a sanctioned show, we're part of USA Boxing. So if there's a sanctioned show, we try to get them there if they qualify. A lot of times they qualify, and it breaks my heart because we don't have the funds to take them where they need to be, because it is coast to coast, California to Florida.
Okay.
So, again, it takes money.
So that's another one of the programs that you offer is this USA-sanctioned boxing program, which is super cool, and that's something that you are involved in. So is that something you've been doing for most of your life as well?
I've been doing it since I was 4 or 5, and I started fighting at 13. You know, it's just really been my passion since I was really young.
Well, it looks like you're pretty good at it because we've got a couple of belts here that you brought along with you, and these are yours. You won these belts.
Yes, ma'am.
That's amazing. So talk about bringing boxing into this and why that's been such a cool experience for a lot of these kids.
Well, it was my platform to be able to grasp these kids and give them a purpose, as I mentioned. The structure of the discipline, it carries over to everyday life.
Okay.
So I get what I call my little island of misfits, right? The kids that other programs might not fit into other programs. So I take them in, and with a little bit of structure, a little bit of discipline, and a lot of heart, I mold them. They don't know what's happening, but we mold them into good citizens, and it's a turnaround. You know, they go to school, and it makes quite a bit of difference. I get messages all the time, because I'm pretty in contact with the parents all the time, of how they went from day and night, you know, how much they've changed and how much they appreciate it. And it keeps me going. That's gas for the week every time that I hear something like that.
I love that. Okay, so just before Christmas, there have been some stories. I believe we even did a story here at TV6. You know, funding was running low. Like you said, it takes a lot of money to do what you do and carry this program on. But you guys were blessed with quite a large donation.
We were.
You were. So tell us a little bit about that, what that felt like right before Christmas, and kind of what you hope to do with that in the months to come.
Well, as I mentioned, there was a family, and he's probably going to get upset because I mentioned him by name, but it was the Keel family. He came in, he gave me a call, and he wanted to find out what we do, which we get quite often, the people that are curious or they have kids that want to join. And I just said, come in, we'll talk, I'll show you around and let you know what we do. And after the fact, they made a very large donation that'll keep us going, which is really important because we're one of the last free boxing gyms in the country. Wow. So this gives us the platform that we utilize to grasp kids and give them that opportunity. Since we are a sanctioned USA Boxing Gym, all the scholarships and the grants and all the opportunities for the collegial teams that are out there, the kids can qualify for all that stuff.
Wow.
There's grants available for them to go to other colleges that have nothing to do with boxing, but
That's awesome.
It does make quite a bit of difference. So that donation gives us the opportunity not only for the boxing program to actually get them where they need to be, get Frankie to his fights, you know, whenever he qualifies for these national events, which he will, and he always does.
Yeah,
And,
no doubt.
But it gives us the opportunity to feed everybody as well, so, you know, to provide the programming and to keep the lights on, more importantly. But
yeah, there's just so much that you do, you know, at the community center, and you can learn more about all of that online. I just want to end quickly, if people are watching this right now and they want to help, maybe they don't have tens of thousands of dollars, but they definitely want to make sure that you guys are thriving. Are there things that they can do? Are there volunteer opportunities?
every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. Even you coming in, like I mentioned before, and if you get curious, come in. We'll show you around. Sweeping, mopping, dusting, welcoming, hosting, anything helps.
Awesome.
You know, helping us serve the community in the food pantry, all that good stuff. It all helps. You know?
Great.
And it creates a bond. You know, it's community coming together for the community. So.
It absolutely is. Okay, well, the Gateway Area Community Center, it's located on South Bluff Boulevard in Clinton. We have the address and the phone number on your screen. And of course, as I mentioned, you can learn more about the organization by visiting gaccioniowa.org, or you can follow along on their Facebook page. George and Frankie, good luck to you. Frankie and George, thank you so much for being here and talking with me today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's Del Sol Boxing, guys. Look it up.
Del Sol Boxing. We'll make sure we get that on the web as well.
I appreciate
a lot of winners there.
We try.
A lot of winners there.
Try.
All right. Thank you so much.